Good morning, good morning. I should say hello, hello. I'm trying to get into the habit of saying hello because there are broadcast. Wait a second. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if it's. If you can see me or hear me, just give me a thumbs up because I think I have the settings on the wrong setting. Um, anyway, every morning, Roland and I. Oh, good. Somebody. Okay, you can see me. Sibo, tell me if this is on Friends or if it's on public. I let me see if I can check. Hold on a second. No, I'm not sure how to do that while I'm broadcasting. But anyway, good morning. Good morning. Okay, good. Good morning, Alisa. Alisi. Good morning to you. Roland and I, we come every morning, Monday through Friday, to share a nugget or two, something that can help you on your spiritual journey towards discovering and tapping into the greatness that you have within. We all have it. We all have it. You have to believe that. But it's up to us to develop it. It's there. Good morning, Rosa J. Good morning. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Claricia Myers. Did I? I'm Claricia Myers. And
I'm Roland.
we come every morning. I'm sorry. I just, you know how things come up and then you're not like, okay. All right. Yes. So this whole week, we will be talking about how we can develop the power that we all have within us. Last week, we covered 5 of the 10 qualities that help us to be successful or help out to bring out the success in us. What's amazing is they all begin with the letter C. Roland, you want to go ahead and tell everybody what were the 7 that we've covered so far?
Yeah, just to recap. Let me see. There was clarity, competence, concentration, common sense,
Yes.
creativity, what's this?
Consideration.
Consideration, consistency, and commitment.
That's the one that we're going
We'll
to
do
do
today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
commitment. Well, you know, when you think about commitment, you know, that's where you wholeheartedly, 100%, you know, you approach whatever it is that you're doing. You know, whether it's in your job, whether it's relationship with family members, whether it's a company that you work for, you approach it with your whole heart. Now, most people, yeah, they have a job, they work, they go to work in the mundane, you know, doing what they need to do. But if they approached it with vigor and vitality and putting their whole heart into it, there's a difference in the product, whatever is done, and it's noticeable. It is noticeable.
Yes, it
Did
is.
you want to add something to that?
Well, I'll probably add a little later on.
Okay, yes, we were discussing commitment. You know, Roland was saying commitment comes at a high price. Some people are not willing to pay that price. But see, you have to approach if you exclusively, wholeheartedly work on your job, you know, that's good. But you have to balance it with the other important things in your life. You know,
And that's the important thing. I mean, there are some things in your life that you can't compromise on. And I believe one of those things is family. You know,
Yes.
we're very pro-family. And I personally don't believe in selling your soul to the job. It's just, you know, even though to obtain success. But I do believe, as you said, we can find that careful balance. You know, with a little planning and a little forethought, you know, we can get there and be committed and still accomplish our goals.
and along with that, being you're doing it consistently. You're doing certain things consistently. So you don't have to be a weekend warrior. Okay, you're going to give everything. You spent the whole weekend just working on this one project. But you know, that's just one weekend. You still have the rest of the year to go. So you cannot, like you said, give your heart and soul. That's the other part. Yes, you approach your job giving your whole heart, but you're not selling your soul.
Right.
Yeah, so I guess there's a balance there. So he says, and this is from, you know, I was listening to Brian Tracy. He's the one who I've been listening to and where we've gotten these pointers here. He says, the starting point of all achievement, anything you are able to achieve or be successful in, is the ability to commit yourself enthusiastically, wholeheartedly, and 100% to what you're doing. He says if you cannot commit yourself wholeheartedly, where you are not happy in what you're doing, then that job is probably, or that's not for you, or that relationship. If you can't give all of you in terms of you're still respecting the balance, then maybe that's not for you. Because when you enjoy what you're doing, time flies. And it's like, you look at, oh my goodness, it's 3:00. You just really, it's not like a job, J-O-B, that it's something that you love. You approach it, and you can't wait to start the next day. And your mind is still, even though you're not working on the project, your mind is still ticking, and it's thinking about, hey, this will work really well on the job, whatever, anything that you're doing in life. All right. He also says that if we find the work that we can commit ourselves to, it doesn't seem like work, and it's a joy. It's a joy. So commit yourself to your job, your work, whatever it is you're doing, the company that you're working with. And I'm going to say something about that with your company. Employers love to have employees who are committed to the job that they're doing. And employers should also be committed to their employees, to make sure that they have the tools that they need, that they,
support.
The support that they need. I'm thinking about something right now. Where many of our workers in our communities are not being supported. But that's another subject. But not really. It still has to do with commitment. And especially there are employees who are committed to their job in spite of not being compensated. That's another C word. That's another C word. Even though they're not being compensated, they are still committed because they show up. And we, society, communities, we depend on them for so many things. Yeah. All right. So talking about commitment, he says, people who are committed are able to accomplish more than those who maybe have good looks or are very educated or, or very talented. Because even though that people may be talented, educated, and have good looks, whatever, if they're not putting their 100% into what they're doing, because sometimes you have these bursts, these spurts, but when you're committed, you do what it takes, no matter what.
Yeah, you look. It's more than just a paycheck,
right?
And that's the big commitment. You got somebody. That's the big difference. You got somebody that's committed. They're going to go above and beyond the call. They're going to be thorough, in everything that they do.
And I'm going to put a plug in here. I know teachers all over this country, there's no amount that can help in terms of what teachers do. Because, it's not a 9 to 5. You clock in and you clock out, and then that's it. That's why it was difficult. I know for me, I have tried to to be an entrepreneur on the side, doing but it was very difficult to find that balance between what I wanted to do in terms of building my my business on the side, but because I was completely, wholeheartedly committed to teaching the students, every day, over the weekend.
And I'm sure the parents would love to hear that, but you're opening yourself up for other problems. Other people can creep in because we're so committed in doing what we need to do, which we should be. But there again, it's a thing of balance.
In fact,
we got to balance.
You're right, because that was one of the points that Brian made. He says people who are not committed, they're the ones who find fault. They complain about this, and it's kind of like they become, he said his words were a rotten apple in a barrel. It just kind of like, so.
Once you see one rotten apple, you don't want the rest of them.
Yeah, I mean, and it can have an impact on the other apples and make them turn bad too. So he says, let me see, I want to end this section with this. most executives, I wrote it in a little notes here. Most executives, where was that? Most executives fail in life because of the lack of loyalty to their company. And that comes in where the employer, they're not really looking out for their employees. And so the employees have to feel the need to go somewhere else where their needs may be satisfied. And so, let's see. Lack of loyalty in this case is not just an expression. It is lack of commitment to that company, to that boss, to those relationships. So that's what we have for you this morning. And
kind of like what the president's looking for, loyalty, except that doesn't work too well in national
yeah, because
government.
now well, let's get into politics. That loyalty was when it goes against your peace of mind and what you know is
ethics.
Yeah. Okay. That's another. Well, it's in a way it's the same thing, but
Yes,
I don't
is.
want to get into politics. So, look, there's several people who have come on, and we've neglected to say hello. So let me just back up a little bit here. Good morning, Minister Rosa Che, and I can say hello to good morning, Sipo, and see here. Sharna, good morning to you. Glad that you can join us. Cousin Jay from Chicago, greater Chicago area. And Clarice Mason, good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for joining us this morning. Guys, we want to say thank you so much because you could be doing something else with your time, but you spent a little time in your day just to share with us. And this is Balwant? Is that...
We need a bigger screen.
I know. I'm just using my phone, guys. I should bring my computer, but this works better for me. Good morning, Ursula. Good morning. Good morning. Glad that you can join us this morning. And she says, I call that workflow right livelihood. Yes. Good word for it. Good morning, Roger. Good morning. Okay, Jay says they want something for nothing. Exactly right.
That's right.
Donna. Good morning, Donna. So glad that you can join us this morning. So what we have in the description, I do have a link for YouTube. We have a YouTube channel, and I've been uploading these lives to that. So especially if you want to go back and look at some of the other ones, this is the 8. We have 8 days, and if you want to be able to click on them and see what you may have missed, you can easily do that. And be sure to subscribe. I also have in the description 10 days professional membership with this larger community that is so awesome. I mean, there's training, over 40 trainings in different have access to. And so I want to bring that to your attention. Check it out. And today is Wednesday, and I told you yesterday I was really excited because sometimes things happen. I was placed on restriction. Facebook gave me some restriction, but at 12 noon today, that's my excitement. I will be released. Anyway, that's exciting for me because, So did you want to say anything else?
No, but just in all things in commitment, find balance. Balance is very important.
Right. You can't neglect let me put it this way. There's some people who choose to just be all about business, and they don't want other relationships. And if that's what their purpose is, then it's fine. They can, go 24/7 if that's what their goal is. But when you have a family, when you have children, when you are part of a community, you have to have balance because everything has its place. All right?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
So,
no man's an island.
That's right. We thank you for joining us. Oh, and if we've shared anything that was resonating with you or resonated with you, be sure to share this out. It may not be for you, but it might help someone else. Oh, look what's going on. Are we still connected? Well, thank you. We will see you tomorrow, Thursday, at 8 o'clock for another nugget that can help you on your journey to discover the success that you have within you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.